Your brain doesn't release the most dopamine when you get what you want. It releases the most when it has no idea if it's coming, which might explain why the person who keeps you guessing is the one you can't stop thinking about. You know that specific kind of quiet insanity. Checking your phone before you're even fully awake. Reading the same message 4 times. Hunting for a version of it that means more than it did the first 3 times. Watching someone give you just enough, a reply, a glance, a half invitation, to keep you in it, and nothing close to a choice. And somewhere in the middle of that, calling yourself pathetic for wanting someone who clearly doesn't want you back the same way. That's not a character flaw. It's a mismatch between what your brain is built to chase and what's actually good for you. Here's the part almost nobody names correctly. Erich Fromm split desire into 2 very different modes. One is what he called the having mode, wanting to hold, secure, and possess a person, the way you'd want to own something valuable. The other is the being mode, actually knowing someone, present with them as they are, not as a thing to acquire. When a person is unpredictable, your having mode goes off like an alarm, because you can't resolve them, you can't secure the outcome. What feels like love in that moment is often just an unresolved need to possess something that keeps slipping out of your hands. That's a different animal than wanting to actually know a person. Friedrich Nietzsche lived this exact pattern, and it nearly took him apart. In 1882, he met Lou Salomé, a sharp, independent thinker who had no interest in being anyone's wife. Nietzsche fell for her immediately and proposed marriage more than once, through a mutual friend, because he couldn't bring himself to ask her directly. She turned him down every time, not cruelly, just clearly. And instead of that clarity ending things for him, it did the opposite. He wrote her longer letters. He rearranged his plans around the chance of seeing her. When the friendship finally collapsed, worsened by his own sister's interference, he didn't recover quietly. He isolated himself for months, and in that isolation, still turning the rejection over in his mind, he wrote, "Thus Spoke Zarathustra." One of the most intense creative periods of his life, built directly on top of a chase he never got to finish. I've done a version of this that had nothing to do with romance, checking a phone for a reply that wasn't coming, refreshing something I already knew the answer to, telling myself I just wanted clarity, when what I actually wanted was to win something that had already told me no. It wasn't until I put a hard stop on it, no phone in my hand for the first hour I'm awake, that I noticed how much of that chasing was just my brain looking for a slot machine, not a person. So here's the actual behavior. Next time you catch yourself checking, rereading, or waiting on someone who hasn't chosen you, stop and ask one question before you touch the phone again. Am I chasing this person, or am I chasing the discomfort of not knowing? If it's the second one, put the phone down for an hour. Let the not knowing sit there unresolved. You'll survive it. And the version of you who can sit in that discomfort without chasing it is the version who stops mistaking uncertainty for love.